Shit, my damn.
Good afternoon. What's happening on this cold, brisk Tuesday afternoon? OG Tuesday tantrum. Speaking of tantrum, y'all see. Yeah. Gonna get into a few things on today. Some specifics, some hirings. We're gonna recap last night's Indiana Hoosiers coming out party. They are the NCAA national champions. Can't write a better script for Mendoza. Best quarterback in the country. Wins the Heisman. Wins the national championship. And most likely gonna be the number one pick headed to Vegas. Most likely. Unless something changes. Because right now it's Mendoza and everybody else. As it is, Indiana, their first national championship ever. Coach of the year, best quarterback, Heisman. You know what I'm saying? It was a historic and celebratory night for the Indiana Hoosiers football team. To win that, be that, and get that. What up, ATL? Shout outs to Sig and the crew and them boys, coming in, getting the job done. It was a great game. It was a physical game. If football purists, old school, smash mouth loving type of fan, and you enjoyed that game last night. Mendoza stacking his resume, getting this, draft stock is already up. We're gonna get into that too, Ski. You pretty from a football standpoint, you got everything you pretty much wanted out of that game. You know what I'm saying? Defense, some bone jarring hits, late game heroics, you know what I'm saying? That was your championship moment in that fourth quarter for Mendoza on a couple of throws on key third and fourth downs. Sig didn't blink. He didn't blink. There were a couple of times where it was 4-down territory and he went, third, boom, fourth, and got it. Boom, let's keep going. Let's just close this thing out. And they did. So shout out to them Indiana Hoosiers, the best team in the country. Won the chip, flat out. You know what I'm saying? 16-0 tells you that. You look at their resume of the season, it tells you that. Best team in the country. And they closed it out as such. Hey, madam.
Hey.
What up, madam? How?
What's up? I see the refs try to give Miami the game at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think the refs, they were pretty consistent on last night.
They didn't call a lot of that stuff on Miami when they did it against Indiana, though.
I mean, they let them play. They let them play.
But I like the way Mendoza put his body on the line.
Yes, he did. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he did. It was a great physical game. Like I said, the best team in the country stood tall, and
Which team
they got
though?
the chip. It is what it is. You can't put down 16-0 with the national championship and not say, you know what I'm saying? And like I said before, when you go down their resume for the season and you look at the teams that they beat during the season, and you look at the teams they beat in on they, you know what I'm saying, in the playoffs, and beat handily.
Exactly.
Okay, and beat handily.
And I see Kirby made a move today.
He did.
He got Mendoza's little brother.
Oh, okay.
He just came out probably about 10, 15 minutes ago.
Okay. Okay. That's well, good news.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of movement going on in the portal. I'm waiting for it to shake down. I know Fresh will probably come in here and have pretty good, you know what I'm saying, notes on that. And that happening. Um, shout out to Miami. They had
They
a
got a
good run.
defense.
Yeah. That defense is young. It's only 3 seniors on that defense.
And shout out to that boy mama that did everything over the season. She
Yeah.
went to every game.
Yep. She put in 18,000 miles in her car
Mm-hmm.
to see him play everywhere.
Cause she don't fly.
Yeah. And she was at every game.
That's the meaning of you do for your kids.
She was at all 15 games, whether they played in Miami, Virginia, Syracuse, Tallahassee, Texas. She was there.
Mm-hmm.
She was there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cristobal, he's brought them guys back to prominence. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to be said for that team. Malachi Tony will be playing on Sundays.
Yeah, he will.
That is a fact. That got number 29 on that defense will be playing on Sundays. In a couple of years, 3 of them defensive linemen will be playing on Sundays.
How many the seniors?
They got I think 3 seniors on the defense.
Okay.
And 2 of them on the line.
Okay.
But offensively, we know Beck is on his way. I think the running back, I think number 4 is too. And I know 4 of those offensive linemen are seniors. So, and I think 3, and I was gathered to say 3 of them will be playing on Sundays.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then they got Cristobal got some good recruiting classes lined up. He got, you know what I'm saying? So Miami is going to be, if they can grow well, you know, progress each year like they've done over the last 3 years, you know, they'll be in the mix. They you know, maybe they can work their way back and maybe get it done next year.
Yeah.
But shout out to them in the job that they did in the ACC, in the country, you know what I'm saying, staying lit, believing in themselves. They just came up short against honestly a better team.
And they tried to shit on them last night. The people that was doing the game. I'm like, come on, y'all.
Yeah. I mean, but you know,
That's ESPN for you. They some assholes.
yeah. And they've been on one on a few different levels of it, but you know, that's another conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's see here. We had an addition. It's official. Ulbrich,
Yep,
signed up.
Okay.
Defensively, he you know what I'm saying, the defensive staff is, you know what I'm saying, all aboard.
That's what's
For
up.
what I'm understanding. That's a piece of good news in there. On the defensive side. On the offensive side, it's official. Callahan is in as the O-line coach.
That's an upgrade.
Deuce Staley will be putting his John Hancock on some paperwork here pretty soon to be the running backs coach. It is lining up. Some very extensive experience coming on this coaching staff.
Like somebody, but we're not gonna say that person name.
I mean, well, they're not here. They're fraudulating around, you know what I'm saying, in Tennessee and and Tampa and wherever.
I saw Robert Saleh going to Tennessee.
Yeah, he's fine. They're finalizing that as we speak.
Okay.
Yeah. There should be
another job. I didn't think it was gonna take about a year, 2.
Who Saleh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, I knew he would eventually land somewhere with another head coaching gig. I mean, he's a pretty good guy, and what I'm saying, he knows his stuff. Jeff Hadley to the Dolphins. I saw that. That's they're finalizing that. These holes are starting to be filled. I'm hearing maybe McCarthy may be he's emerged as a candidate for Baltimore.
I can see that.
No, I'm sorry, not Baltimore, but Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. I definitely can see him in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. McCarthy is emerged as a strong candidate for Pittsburgh. That would line up a few things over there. Him and A-Rod got history. You know what I'm saying? That may bring him.
One still left out the coaches.
Yeah. Yep. And you're right, Money, because Ali is becoming a hot name. His stock is building. That somebody's going to be reaching in here soon and trying to give him a DC job, if not a head coaching job, because the work he's doing here is not going unnoticed at all. It's not going unnoticed. People are noticing it. His name is starting to get a little warm.
But we could upgrade him to DC, but
right.
I mean, it's a high prospect. Who knows? That may probably could happen, because who knows, after 26, you know what I'm saying, Jeff could probably end up getting him a head coaching gig.
That's true.
So I mean that may possibly could fall through for and we promote him. You know what I'm saying, to DC. He's loved in the locker room. The players on both sides of the ball, love him. And so I mean, it's
I'm loving what Stefanski doing. He bringing in the right people on his coaching staff on the offensive side.
Yes. The best thing that you can do to kill stupid noise, you know what I'm saying, is do your job.
I want to see who's gonna be special team next.
That's an interesting question. I haven't really heard. It seemed what names could be popping up for that spot.
Well, anything better than what we had.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leo, and he is. So you know what I'm saying. Run game and pass pro is finna be at a premium. Callahan is one of the best to ever do it. I mean, if you're gonna go away from Ledford, I mean, you bring somebody in better. And yeah, Callahan is better. He's been one of the great ones as an O-line coach. You know, his name ring bells in that arena right there. Money talking to you, Sonya. You would be he said you would be a better special teams coach than Marquise Williams. I don't even like how he spelled Marquise.
That's funny.
What up, Corey? What's going on? Everybody that's filing in and tuning in. I mean, if you're stuck in traffic or you done already managed to make it home or you're sitting in somebody's drive-through, you know what I'm saying? Just tune in and turn it up. We're going to, we got some nice conversations on today. I'm really going to be steering the conversation towards schematics, little boy. I'm finna throw you over there with your name. You're a little busy. You're a little busy about it right now. I'm guessing Reese, unless Stefanski has something else in mind.
He might.
He might.
I'm looking. I'm looking for that as well, and I also want to know who. I'm waiting to see who's going to be the quarterbacks coach as well.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, because like I said, everything's looking up positive because you're bringing in experienced guys, top guys in there, in their particular situation. You're bringing in a Deuce Staley whose name has rung bells as a running backs coach, you know what I'm saying, for the last 4 or 5 years. You're bringing in Callahan, who has been the creme de la creme of offensive line coaches for the last 8 to 9 to decade. So,
this is why I say the Cleveland Browns are trash.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They probably didn't let Stefanski do his thing.
Exactly.
I mean, you probably could get some of that, but I'm thinking that he's. I mean, again, you got there's Reese, then Mike LaFleur, and then there are a couple other names that's flagellating around. But I think it's going to be whoever it's going to be. I feel like it's going to be somebody with some strong experience. It's strong. Reese has some of that. You got a few other guys whose names are working around here. Like I said, I'm looking between the OC and the quarterback's coach position is what I'm really interested in right now. You know what I'm saying? To see what they're going to put around. And the offensive assistant head coach as well, because all of that is going to be centered around the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And with Callahan in here as the line coach, that is a good piece of foundation.
I see El Presidente bringing in the right people.
Yes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like I said it on yesterday, if fuck you was a picture, okay, El Presidente and Stefanski is it.
And with their finger up.
Yep. Straight up. Yeah, and Reese worked together to design office, but yeah, they did. It was a shit show in Cleveland. I mean, but you can't ignore the beginning either. I mean, you took a Baker Mayfield led offense and team to the playoffs and won a game. You and Flacco. Okay. You took a Flacco-led offense to the playoffs. All right. Both those years were Coach of the Year nomination and winnings. Okay. Damn, I can't believe people blame Kevin Guess what? Deshaun Watson dead cap hit is $99 million this year.
Ooh.
How was Kevin supposed to work with that? I mean, look, that is just the typical of, they stand on a certain narrative and omit, you know what I'm saying, major things, you know what I'm saying, and leave out context, to stand on, making a fraudulent narrative. We've been there, we've seen that, you know what I'm saying, and we've lived that. So, I mean, what up, Xavier? What's good? It's rumors about Reese and Callahan's son for OC. That's right. But I don't think they assigned a new one yet. Also, no word on quarterbacks coach, receiver coach, passing game coordinator, or the rest of the defensive staff. The defense, if you're listening to Brick, all the defensive staff is locked in. He's lost nobody on his staff. So the defensive side of the staff is locked in. But all the rest, I forgot about Callahan's son. That might you might get him and Reese in here.
Mm.
You might get him and Reese in here. With pass game coordinator, offensive assistant head coach, quarterbacks coach. And it's gonna be interesting who they get in as receivers coach.
This guy ain't better than TJ Yates.
Well, like I said, he was escorted by his neck off the property, so we ain't even worried about that. He says Kevin Collin plays the Browns' 2 best years and numbers is when Kevin was calling play. That was true. It still remains to be one of Baker Mayfield's best years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you had an old Flacco, you know what I'm saying, looked like he had done turned back the clock. With Stefanski was calling plays that year. Yeah, they went to the playoff, and they were a player or two away from going to the conference championship in that year with Flacco too.
Yeah, I think they were.
Yeah, they was a player or two away. That would have been interesting to see. That team led by Flacco going up against Baltimore.
Hey Baker, the Falcons coming for your ass.
Right.
I bet he probably like, oh shit.
Leo said, it's the fact these fans want to pass the fact Kevin Stefanski got Coach of the Year twice in Cleveland of all franchises. I mean, that's the narrative that a lot of these motherfuckers are pushing, talking about two meaningless Coach of the Year. And we had Don in here, talking about and went through a whole list of guys that had won Coach of the Year, and rightfully so. He's one. Kevin Stefanski is one of 3 coaches that had won Coach of the Year twice. Let that sink in. He's one of 3. That's a very short list. He's one of 3 coaches that have won that award, that label twice. Come on, man. We got. You know what I'm saying? Some things you just cannot, dismiss. Something you just can't. You can't. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as foreseen, as touted, as promoted, it's about that time. We're getting to the part of the show where we let the biscuit come out of the oven.
I knew you was gonna say.
Just to start it off, to give them a template, Hall of Fame tight end Jason Witten has come in and been hired as tight tight ends coach at the University of Oklahoma.
Yes, sir.
As promoted, as advertised, we're gonna get all things Oklahoma on the program today, being delivered by the biscuit, the bean, the casserole.
Here we go.
Yeah, all things recruiting, coach assignments, guys coming back, guys leaving. I'm going to get all of that by the young one. And you guys in the chat, feel free to, add or ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Throw his ass under the bus. Make him have to answer some questions.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? Right, money. Right. Right. Right, money. Right, Leo. Right. Right. Oklahoma pig feet cooking. Yeah, we gonna let them cook. Let them cook. Yo, we gonna let them cook. That's what we gonna do. All things Oklahoma, and starting with the hiring of Hall of Fame tight end for the Dallas Cowboys, 14 years. Jason Witten, the tight end coach. And that being said, jump it off. Tell us what we need to know.
All right. So this hiring of Jason Witten was probably the hugest upgrade that we had tight end coach. Because our last coach was Joe John Finn. This dude had no idea how to develop nothing. Our tight end room was so bad. It's like guys didn't know assignments. Guys out there blocks. They can't catch. They can't do anything. But what I did know is Jason Witten's son, Cooper Witten, he's coming to Oklahoma. His son plays linebacker.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just wrote some stuff down. We just got.
Yeah. Did you use crayon or did you use a pencil?
Ooh.
Are you serious? But the first tight end he got was Florida transfer Hayden Hansen from Florida.
Right.
His state 2069 tight end that made 33 consecutive starts for the Gators. The man had 30 catches for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns. Another tight end he got was from Colorado State, Rocky Beers. The man had 388 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns this season. That's the upgrade from John Cognac. That was our starting tight end. This dude.
He sounded like he was drunk.
Yeah, this fool. Let me tell you something. This dude was so bad in that Alabama game. I said, I'm looking at the game. I'm like, okay, coach, you need to make some changes on with these tight ends and your tight end coach, because this is bad. This is ridiculous. But like I said, Jason Witten coming here to being a tight end coach changed a lot for this coaching staff. Like real talk.
Yeah. What you got on the recruiting?
Ooh, boy. Well, we made some huge moves. We got. Let me start with offense. Let me start with the offensive line. That's fine. That's cool. Okay. All right. We just got an offensive lineman named Cooper Hackett from Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. I've looked at this. He's a 5-star. I watched this guy in high school, man. This dude is a hell of a blocker, pass block. The man can run. I looked at his tape, man. He's very disciplined. You know, that's what and we've been dealing with offensive line problems this whole season. It was so bad. John, you know what, Steve? I'm trying to cook, man. And here you go. I can't with you, man.
Oh my goodness.
Hey.
Oh.
Ooh, I can't with y'all. Another guy we had on the defensive line, Devin Robertson from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. He is a big boy. And what I noticed when I was watching the team last year, defensive line, we was a little light in the ass.
True.
Corey, I can actually see that happening. But see, the thing is, with this Jason Witten thing, here's not bad news. I don't trust my offensive coordinator. That's my problem. Because what he does is, if y'all watch the game against Alabama, which I know Sam did, all he did in that second half was call QB draws. I'm like, bruh, you don't have to mix that play up, man. He called it QB draws and all this stuff. I'm like, man, that's why I can't trust the offensive coordinator.
Sound like Zach Robinson.
Yeah, they're like from the same boot. But as far as recruiting goes, Devin Robinson is 6'2", 215 pounds. Shows us over Texas A&M and Notre Dame. He's a run stuffer. And get after the quarterback, and he's a hell of a tackler.
You got class rankings?
Let me see. Yeah.
Like where this incoming class for next year ranking sitting at?
Damn, I didn't even write that damn down, man. My bad.
Go do your homework.
Oh, I got more to go. Trust me, there's more recruits.
But you running on cue cards, and you know what I'm saying. You need Wikipedia and encyclopedia information.
Let me finish cooking.
I
ain't done yet with these players now.
You burning the eggs now. You overcooking the grits.
God damn it, Mr. White. I can't with you. Oh,
go
man.
ahead.
Ooh, boy.
Go ahead, because you called some names that I've heard.
Have you heard this name called Kevin Epps?
That's a
4-star linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he committed. He's from Tustin, California. He was previously committed to Texas, but he, changed his mind. Become
Red River Stephen.
Yep.
Red River Stephen. Mm-hmm.
I can get on the other guys we got from the portal too now. You want me to keep? Is there any starter caliber offensive lineman Oklahoma? Oh, I definitely wrote that down.
I'm guessing that question is geared toward he's asking NFL starter. No. Come in.
No, we ain't there yet, bro.
Hey, they upstairs on the couch.
As far as starters, no.
So you don't think any of the guys that are leaving are NFL noteworthy?
I'm be honest with you, Sam. After the performance I watched against Alabama, no.
No.
Now I remember when we had Creed Humphrey and Lane Johnson and Trent Williams and all those guys. That's when I knew that offensive line was legit. But now, no.
Okay.
That's bad.
The offensive line has never been as bad. Ever since even Baker Mayfield.
All right. All right.
All right.
Hey, man.
He got French fries.
Hey,
He got taters in it.
oh. Hey, were you looking at me like that, bro?
What's wrong? Your notepad dried up? What happened?
You got some more questions for me?
Great. What, you done ran out of information?
Oh no, I'm getting to the next part. I'm gonna tell you about these porters, these transfer guys.
All I'm hearing is air over here. You ain't fall asleep, did you?
Man, I took my nap before I came on here. Come on now.
Okay, well, come on. This is your thing, nigga. This is you asked for this.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna tell you about the top prospects that's gonna be possibly going to the draft. Not this year, but maybe next year. Our running back is Xavier Robinson. Sam, you might know who he is. He's number 24.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's gonna be a problem. Traylon Burke, he's going to the NFL. The wide receiver, number 4. Y'all bet AP to be our running. We got DeMarco Murray, bro. And he's suspect with his recruiting, running back wise, because he let Jade Otten leave and go to Michigan. That was crazy. You literally left our best running back leave to go to Michigan. He ain't even go.
Something happened.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Marco Murray, it's bad that our fan base has they losing hope in DeMarco Murray as running back coach. Because it's every year that our top backs always going in the portal.
That's bad.
That's a problem.
It may not be enough run plays being called.
That's the problem. We don't run the football. That's the problem. Another guy that I was disappointed in that we Murray not getting it done. No, he's not. Another guy that I was so disappointed. The man trying to talk. He trying to ask me some questions. You talking about my starting quarterback NFL ready? No, thank you. John Mattia ain't nowhere near NFL ready.
And why do you expound on that? Why do you feel like material is not
not ready? Because in a lot of I can every game I watched, some days he looked like okay, John Mattia, he's gonna be a problem. And some days he look like, dude, you gonna win your job better than you are, bro. You over here missing open receivers and running into sacks and throwing terrible interceptions like you did against Alabama. As a quarterback, bro, you can't make those type of throws. You can't make those throws. And then he'll be back next year. I mean, I ain't surprised. And then we just got
you know what? I thought he was a senior.
Nah, he's a junior.
Oh, okay.
Now we just got this guy from Texas. You probably heard him saying Parker, wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
You heard this Parker Livingstone? He went to Texas. He came to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The reason why I say we got all these wide receivers, we can get all the wide receivers we want. I just don't trust him throwing the football, man. I really don't. And that's sad for me to say that. I had hopes for that kid, man. He's just, I don't know. His reads are not good. Your decision making is suspect. You hold on to the ball too long. Like, come on, man.
I mean, there's some variables that might go into that. I mean,
Yeah.
somebody may not be getting open, or this may be just slow developing plays that's being called. I mean,
Or the quarterback coach.
The quarterback,
right?
they all came from the same school. And then we just got another guy from Georgia State, Sam. You probably Bishop Thomas.
Yep.
Needed that because
Now that's interesting. Georgia State is losing a lot of guys.
They are,
Georgia State, and Georgia Southern are losing a lot of linemen.
Yeah.
I'm been seeing that since the playoffs started, and teams that are not weren't in it. You're seeing a lot of players. There's been 3 guys to transfer from Georgia State. There's been 4 to transfer from Georgia Southern, all offensive linemen. Yeah.
Yeah, and then here's the interesting thing about. One of Don's linebackers, Cole Sullivan, transferred, went to Michigan, transferred to Oklahoma. That linebacker depth, Sullivan, Owen Heineke, and Kip Lewis, that linebacker depth is got real up better now. Because our linebacker play last year was not that good at all.
Well, that's not what you were saying to start the year now.
That was a whole other story. You
was hyping and repping that defense now. I mean,
Yeah.
Now you picking them apart.
Hey man, listen. Some games this defense can't get it done. I've seen it. But our best defensive lineman, David Stone, the number 0. Him coming back to us was huge because he is arguably our best. He's definitely our best defensive lineman because that defensive line play last year was. They started, hey, I'm telling you, we done lost about so many players. I'm surprised about.
I mean, well, that seems to be the move now. You know what I'm saying? Whoever got the best NIL deal on the table, that's where these kids are going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that's what I noticed about this O-line movement of some of these Georgia schools, these 2 Georgia schools, Georgia Southern and Georgia State. The NIL money came into play.
Shit, Georgia Tech Peyton Joseph, Georgia Tech offensive lineman came to us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, man, we need all the depth we can lead at offensive line.
Yeah, you got any information on upcoming recruiting classes, quarterback wise?
Now that part right there. Oh boy, that's yeah. I know I wrote this down somewhere. I didn't wrote a lot.
I need some help.
Right, trust me.
Yeah. It's called Google.
We got what I wrote down is we just had a 4-star quarterback, Bo Bentley. That name sound familiar?
Little boy.
He didn't pull your people down there.
No, he kicked the stand. Y'all hold on, little boy over here doing a little bit extra. Knocking stuff down. You really keep these little fat legs in back.
Come on, fat man. Come on, fat man. Oh God. I got it.
Okay.
What you doing over there, G-Pop? Huh?
Right.
What you doing, G-Pop?
Got my stand and all my little stuff in disarray over him.
What you doing, G-Pop?
I can't even talk. I can't. I'm trying to look up information and he knocking stuff down.
He wouldn't let you talk. I know it. He wouldn't let that baby talk.
But
Tim, you ain't the only one that can talk. I got something.
But yeah, NILs, you know, right now is playing a large part in a lot of this transfer portal movement, and you know, I think from you all's standpoint, y'all need to go into people's cabinets and put some contracts in order.
Shout out to my general manager, man, Jim Natty. Man, this dude is cooking in the portal and recruiting and all that. Getting some big. I'm like, this dude, he getting some big name players. I'm like, oh yeah, they actually trying to do something here.
Well, now, Leo, see, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you knew it was going to come down to this. Those who have the money will have the players.
Yep.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and then in some situations, it's going to be up to some of these, some of these players, I mean, you got a lot of guys that are making decisions to go to lower tier schools, like the Liberties, Central Florida, Eastern Michigan, hell, them HBCUs, as a matter of fact, but in a lot of these cases, those that got the check,
that's where they go.
That's where they go. You know what I'm saying?
That's why Saban got out. He couldn't stand it.
Oh wow! All the guys that I just named, most of the guys on this team that actually made the draft will be Peyton Bowen. Sam, you know who Peyton Bowen is? Cornerback, the one hit 6 against Alabama.
Oh yeah.
He going to the draft. Well, he deserves it. R. Mason Thomas, the best defensive end on this team. He don't be a starter somewhere, so look out for him.
I mean, you got those graduates, and then some 1 or 2 juniors that are jumping. I mean, but you got to replenish it. You got to restock. You got to, you know what I'm saying? That scout, recruiting scouts. You got to get out there and hit that trail. You know what I'm saying? You got to go out here into these little country hole in the wall. You know what I'm saying? It's in the hood, half a baseball field, half a soccer field, a high school team, and you got to find these boys.
I'm gonna tell you, Sam. I'm gonna tell you a player on this prospect.
No.
You better really look out there.
No.
Wide receiver. Because that boy is a deep threat. I'm telling you. He's the type of receiver that's gonna take the top off your. Whoever draft him, you got to do it right there.
Get your mom.
Going to the house.
Don't get over here with all that fuss.
Well, Saban left because he was losing the recruiting war.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
And
I know you ain't saying.
You know what I'm saying? With think about it now. When Kirby left, Kirby took about 3 or 4 years worth of recruits with him.
Yeah.
Okay. When Lane Kiffin left him, Lane Kiffin took about 2-3 years worth of recruits to Ole Miss with him. Okay. When Sarkisian left, he took. Let me set the team. Set the scene for you. Bijan was originally slated to go to Alabama.
Thank God not.
He went to Texas with Sarkisian.
3 of y'all dudes that was under you basically took all your people, your players.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Now here you are, you having to battle 3-4 guys that was on your staff, you know what I'm saying, for recruits.
Yeah.
All right. And then
that wasn't gonna help him. He had to get out.
you know, and then you had Texas coming in here, Oklahoma set to come in here, you know what I'm saying? Texas A&M, you know, the grocery stores got thin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shoot, hell at that particular point, really the NIL thing had really started to factor. It was just that he was losing the recruiting war.
Oh,
you know, he was losing the recruiting war, and trust me, it stung. It stung when Kirby left and took Georgia. That stung.
Yeah.
You stay woke.
Remember the level of 5 stars on defense went down for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, you think he can run him upstairs for me record?
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, you got the, you know, that was, you know, that's why. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, Mama Saban was ready for, you know what I'm saying, Nick to have to be his ass at home.
Yep.
You know.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
But I do need you to fix that bottle. Not here.
You know what I'm saying? So,
when them guys tell you to bring your ass home, you got to come on home.
Right. How many of them players left Ole Miss with Lane to the shit got different. I know it was 3 or 4 recruits decommitted from Ole Miss to LSU.
Yeah,
the moment that went down. Again, Ole Miss, the athletic director and the chancellor, they did not handle this situation well at all. They didn't. That meeting, that last meeting, it went awful.
Lane said, "I'm out."
You know what I'm saying? They came in with the "how dare you entertain," you know, this offer attitude instead of what can we do to get you to stay? $100 million. Shit, LSU got 90 on the table. Well, I mean, you know, but that wasn't the case at all. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That was the story on the streets.
And then when up
there in Mississippi. Mississippi, Ole Miss handled that situation bad. They came at Lane sideways, and Lane was like, oh, really? Oh, you're not gonna let me coach?
They can't coach. He can't coach the in the playoffs. Yeah,
I can't coach the playoffs. And LSU with them petty selves.
Woo!
Ooh, that was petty. When you set them 3 private jets down at Mississippi Airport to pick Lane up and his family and everything that was moving. Oh, LSU with them petty selves. Boy, all right, you play with it. Play with it. So trust and believe. Next year, when LSU and Ole Miss meet, trust it's it's gonna be
ugly.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real ugly.
Yeah. But Oklahoma, they, you know, hiring Jason Witten was a good move. You know what I'm saying, for that staff. It's a name.
One more player I forgot to mention, and he came from Tennessee.
Who?
His name is Jack Van Dorsler.
Right.
6'5", 245 pounds.
Dang.
That's 3 tight ends I just named right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I mean, because you know what I'm saying. I got some people up there in Mississippi, and like I said, word on the street was, I mean, in that final meeting, they came at Lane sideways.
Yeah.
They came at Lane sideways instead of me and Contrite was like, look, what we got to do to get you to stay. For you not, you know what I'm saying, for you not to take this job. They ain't coming him like that. They came at Lane on some how dare you shit. And since you're entertaining this, you ain't got to worry about coaching playoffs. Now, what? Oh,
Okay,
really?
well, I'm gonna take
Okay.
it.
All right. Hey man, I'm active now. And LSU with them petty sales set them 3 LSU private jets down in Mississippi.
When you send a private jet, you know.
Anytime
Yeah.
you should know he out the door.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, yeah, y'all give it up for the biscuit. He tried. He tried. I give him a C for effort. Yeah, I give him a C for effort.
I appreciate you for giving me the opportunity to speak my mind on Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I hope everything I said just translating to next year.
I mean, you gave us a little bit of information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got your little, tight end higher in there. You seemed like you was, stuck on tunnel vision on the tight end room because,
But this tight end room was the tight end room was non-existent last year. That's how I know. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Hey man, look, y'all be sure to tune in and pull up for a good pot of Wicked Win Sports Tea tomorrow, for the debut of the Madam's Moment, where we will be talking all things Atlanta Braves.
Oh yeah,
definitely there for that.
On tomorrow, and whatever other coaching moves that will be made for our staff will be on that, and probably some more NFL, news and notes on that.
Hey Sam, did you hear about Mike McDaniel? They said he withdrawing his name from the Cleveland Browns coaching job.
No, who want that?
Of course.
Who want that?
Man, so I'm not dealing with that.
Of course. Well, thank you, sir. I'm trying to keep it consistent and putting these ideas, to pen and pad and then bringing them to the screen for y'all, man. Fortunately, a lot of my ideas have worked, That's a blessing on that. So everything that's working, I'm trying to, keep it moving on that aspect, as well as trying to give people a chance, like I got a chance in this. So, trying to, make Mr. White Network, grow and expand with talent and ideas, and, get Madam Howell out here and let her speak her piece and throw her ideas out here at y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's why, put biscuit in the frying pan and let him roll.
In the frying pan?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I saw last week, with the draft class episode with Fresh, and try to get Mucho in here, and you know what I'm saying, and do a little something. You're trying to have 200 views again once the GM. Hey, it's been a good week, man. It's been a good week. I've done some of my best numbers to date this week. And that's with, you can thank, the team that's with me. We try to, make it do what it do. And y'all tune in tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? Sonya gonna do her thing. all things Braves, and all the info that she have, you know what I'm saying? That's her forte. The Bravos. I try to let people, you know what I'm saying, get in the arena where they, you know what I'm saying, their expertise and make it do what it do. As noted, Callahan, again, Callahan took the job, the O-line job. Have you heard the rumor about the Raiders completed a second interview with Jesse? Yeah. Yeah. That I think that's gonna go down as well. You got three vacancies that are about to be filled. You know, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's you got when you're looking at these situations, man, and understand you got to go with what fits. You got to go with, you know what I'm saying, what's gonna work for you.
Hey, Leo said he hoped Raheem go to Cleveland.
Hey, look.
Oh my God.
Look. I'm just saying it is what it is right there. You got people out here upset. Look, John Harbaugh went where he wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
He went where he knew he was gonna get. He was gonna be able to check off each of the boxes on the list of things that he wanted as a coach going forward with an organization, and the Giants gave him that. Okay, we weren't not gonna give him that. Okay, and all of this, well, we should have waited and got McDermott. Nobody knew McDermott was going to get fired on yesterday. Nobody knew that.
Hey,
Nobody knew that.
Yeah, somebody. You said nobody wants that Ravens job, Sam. I wonder why.
Look, listen. I'm gonna tell you. Look, the coaching community is a fraternity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the way that situation went down and how it went down with that player meeting ambush on him.
Yeah, anybody don't fall for that.
Okay. So ownership sided with Lamar Jackson. So what did that tell you?
It's all about Lamar Jackson, bro. Just saying. That's who they want.
What did that tell you? Now, and see, they made some moves over there that I just don't understand. How do you make Kyle Hamilton the highest paid safety in the league? How you do that?
I'm really confused on that.
What y'all talking about?
With the Ravens, you know what I'm saying?
Phone call come in.
When they paid Hampton all that money and made him the highest paid safety in the league, and then the players themselves are running them up. That players meeting ambush that they pulled on Harbaugh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Ownership sided with Lamar Jackson. And so you there's nobody out here. Again, this coach community is a fraternity. Ain't nobody in no rush to go over there and take that job with that mess, with that guy. You side with a guy that's sleeping in film session, sleeping in coaches, strategy meetings and shit. You know what I'm saying? Showing up late. You sided with that guy over your Super Bowl winning head coach.
And you wonder why y'all losing.
Nobody is gonna be in a rush to run over there and take that job.
Pittsburgh gonna hire somebody for them.
Yeah, McCarthy more than likely is because I was just looking, fanning through my Google. McCarthy is more than likely gonna take that job. Is what it's looking like.
They said he's gonna do an in-person interview with them tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he might not be leaving the building then.
And
right.
I did read that the fact that Robert Salah got hired Does Matt Nagy get a head coaching job, Sam?
I don't think he want to go over there to no Ravens though.
No.
They might as well promote Archie Smith.
I think Nagy is about to. I think because Don mentioned it yesterday on the show.
Who else? What the positions left though?
They just Pittsburgh. They said Pittsburgh just now finished the in-person interview with Brian Flores.
Oh.
Okay, that's different.
I don't want. They need to don't. I would not take Brian Flores or no Mike McCarthy. Period.
Right.
He might be the defensive coordinator for all we know.
Nagy, he said Nagy probably to the Cardinals.
I can see that, yeah.
That'd be a good fit for him, but he don't have to get the quarterback over there.
Well, you're gonna have to shake us, make something happen. I mean, if I'm Nagy and I'm walking in that situation, I'm like, look, we're gonna have to do an exchange, because I want my own quarterback.
Yeah,
he can't deal. Nobody can't deal with.
I mean, you got some young up and coming receivers over there. You got McBride over there. You have pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You have pieces. You know what I'm saying? And with all of what you've had to do with Kyler Murray, I mean, maybe a change of scenery would change up the way he think and do things.
Come here.
No, I don't want nothing to do with that.
I mean, you like I said, you never know. You never know. I mean, you don't know why he's causing problems over there, won't do right or whatever the case may be. I don't know. Yeah. Quarterbacks can be that, you know what I'm saying? The Browns have completed a in-person interview with Jacksonville OC. He will become the youngest coach if he is hired. Wow.
Wait, who are you talking about?
The offensive coordinator for Jacksonville.
Oh yeah.
Man, they need to. Yeah.
I mean, that would be that would be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's wild, man. It's wild. The 3 of the 4 teams in the AFC North all lose their coach.
I never thought I'd see the day.
I was like, wow, okay.
And the 2 jobs you don't want is the Cleveland and Ravens.
Right. He's 30 and only been with the Jags for a year. I mean, you gotta start somewhere.
I mean, if Liam can do it.
Yeah. This is true. This is true. Sooner or later, you as a fan base come around and understand the magnitude of the things that you say on social media, the outputs, the narratives you try to sing and ring. A lot of people are just out there being keyboard idiot warriors and being empty wagons, making a whole lot of noise. When you watch, I know we getting ready to wind it up. But when you watch what Stefanski and Matt are doing and putting his staff together, you know what I'm saying, and you're seeing that they're building something, putting the foundation and building something and putting something good, you know what I'm saying, around MPJ. They're coming up with a backup plan for, you know what I'm saying, to hold fort for when he comes back. I don't have, if it does, if there's fire to that smoke, that Flacco may come in here for 8 games, I don't have a problem with that.
I ain't got a problem. Get rid of Kirk though.
I ain't got a problem with that at all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, at least he can move like a quarterback. I mean, you know, he has championship experience. Number one, you know, if he could play well enough to take that Cleveland team that he was on to the playoffs.
I mean, him and Matt got drafted in the back-to-back in the same
right.
playoff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I hear him. So yeah, y'all roll up over there, you know what I'm saying, with Mad Mike and K Styles and get on what they talking about. They got some good stuff for you. Again, Madam Howell will be making her Madam Moment debut on tomorrow. All things praise. Sports Tea Dummy of the Week nominations, you know what I'm saying, as well, and a few other things. You know, I may have some college basketball talk for you as well. So y'all tune in to that. I appreciate everybody for tuning in and chopping it up and conversating and giving Biscuit a chance to put some butter on the situation. You know,
those are our business.
Yes. So with that being said, man, hey, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna keep it dirty, most nobly, keep it real, to let your next choice be your best choice in 26 for the madam, for the young one. I am your OG, man. We out.
Peace.
Peace.